Sorry, I had to take a drink. What's up, YouTube? It's the dawn where shit gets real. Let me take a toke. Man, that's good. Today we're going to be talking about a mech mod, an authentic mech mod. That's what? Affordable. That's right, affordable. You don't usually say affordable, authentic mech mod. You always say overpriced, authentic mech mod. This one is affordable, and I gotta say, I love it. Not just because it's affordable, because it's affordable and the fucking thing works. Works great, and it's a looker too. So, without keep talking, let's dive up close and talk about this DogeCorn. I want to call it the DogeCorn so bad, but it's the DogeCorn. So let's just dive up close without keep rambling on. I'll show you the ins and out of this tube, and then I'll come up and I'll give you my opinion on authentics, prices. Just stay tuned. We'll talk. We'll chit chat. So let's just dive up close and talk about this thing. I'll show you it first, and then we'll talk more about it. All right, let's dive up close. Let me take another toke before I do that. Okay. Thank you so much, Chad. Mr. Chad Horn sent me some Clapton wire, because I could never make that shit. He sent me some Clapton, and I got it in here. I believe it's reading 0.25 single coil. It's working lovely. Thank you so much, Chad. I wasted so much fucking Canthol trying to make a damn Clapton coil. It's just not my thing. So without me keep rambling on, let's just dive up close. Let's just do that before I keep talking. Okay, guys. So we're up close with this DogeCorn. I'm at the bottom so you can see it fire. It fires instantly. So let me take this Addy off. Show you the ins and out of this thing. Okay. So let's start with the 510. Now it's smooth up top. Now me personally, I have no problems with it being smooth up top and not having any airflow, because I don't use any Addies or drippers that require airflow from the bottom, and most of the ones that come out today, like the Kennedy, they still get their airflow from the bottom without using the 510 surface. So let me take this off. This is the standard affair 510 connection. It's a floating 510. You adjust this for battery rattle, and if you can see, let me take this off for those of you that don't know how a floating 510 works. Okay, so I'm gonna hook this little $2 voltage meter on here. And guys, no, I'm not going to do the fake voltage drop test. Okay, so once you screw your Addy on, right now it's not flush, so I'm going to screw it flush, and you're going to watch this piece right here come out. Okay, so let's get a good angle. Okay, see how it has came out some? So to adjust so that your Addy will always have connection. Okay, and then you would adjust this for battery rattle. If I can get it back in. Lord Jesus. Okay, let me take that off. Alright, so I take the battery out. Screw this back on. The threads on this thing are nice and smooth. No problem. No roughness. It's nice and smooth. Nice and silky smooth. Okay, the locking ring is the same way. Nice and smooth. Now I haven't had any problems with it getting stuck locked or getting stuck open. Right, so let me take this apart and show you the switch. Okay, so if you notice, this switch will not turn. If I push it up, it still won't turn. You know, a lot of switches back out nowadays, or, you know, they used to back out a lot. This one does not back out at all. And the reason being is, I'll show you in a second when I take this pin out. But there's your holes for battery venting. So let me take this pin out real quick and show you why that fire button never backs out. Okay, so as you can see, that fire button and that hole is square. Okay, and this is square. So this fits in there perfect, and it doesn't allow it to turn. So in that, this does not never back out because it's always pressure on this from the spring, and it doesn't back out. Okay, now this one does have a spring. Now the spring is a little stiff, but it's not too stiff whereas though I need two hands. I feel like it will loosen up over time, but it is you know, a stiff button. Okay, so let's put this back together. It's very easy to put back together. Very easy. Now the material is silver-plated brass, okay, and it's silver-plated brass throughout this whole Mech mod, and it's a beauty. Now mine is a little dirty right now. I don't have any baby wipes to, you know, clean it up because I have no babies around here. But this thing, once you know, shine it up, it is a beauty. I mean, on the bottom of the button, it has the Doug with the unicorn, and it says, "Wow, my serial number is 139." The little laser engraved design around the edge. All this is like laser engraved. It's not real deep, and it's not like super smooth. It's just right. And it has also the emblem on the side as well. And of course, DogeCorn. I want to call it DogeCorn so bad. Now, according to Warren, he says the tolerances are really tight, so there's you should never ever get a hot switch. You know how sometimes you get a Mech mod and you get a hot switch. That's because it's a loose connection. These tolerances are really tight. So I've never got a hot switch, and he said that you should never get a hot switch. Now, I'll talk more about where these are made and why they're such an affordable price when I go up top. But that's about it. It's a tube, and it's an affordable tube, and I love it. I'm not going to do the old fake voltage drop test that was so popular a couple months back with these $2 hickamajiggas. So let's just go up top and talk more about it, vape on it. Man, this shit is delicious. I am vaping on this Royal, what is this? Royal Bastard by Convicted Vapes. I don't know if that's focused. Royal Bastard. I got this from my local vape shop, Flavor Vapor Cafe. They're a great shop. I think I'd be talking to the owner when I go in there, but the owner's so laid back. You would think, you know, he's such a great guy. He tried to give this to me. I said, no, I'm gonna pay for it. Great shop. They have a large selection of juice, and mods, authentic. I mean, not too much authentic, but a lot of clones. Because he's like me. He, you know, the average consumer can't afford to be spending $250 on a tube. So let's just talk about this $250 tube, not this one. Me personally, if you would go in my vape room and you look at all my equipment, and 90% of my tubes are clones. And the reason why is because I can't justify spending $250 for a brass or copper or stainless steel tube with some magnets or a spring at the bottom, a 510 connection, and, you know, an emblem. I can't I can't justify that. You know, I have responsibilities. I'm not 19 and live with my parents and I spend my whole Burger King check on vape gear. I have responsibilities. And, you know, I consider myself the average consumer. You know, even if somebody was sent this to me, let's say this mod cost $300. I could not justify say, oh, this is a good price. $300 for this tube is a good price. Now, if it was like super innovative, like did something that nobody else has done before, and it was just maybe, and that's like a big fat maybe. But you know, as it stands, you know, Mech mods are basically a tube that holds an 18650, 18500, or 18350 battery with a switch, 510 connection, and some type of emblem. Now, the switches can get a little, you know, creative. But the 510 is basically the same. The battery holder is basically the same. So I can't really justify paying, you know, these ridiculous amounts of money for these authentics. Now I know it's a lot of authentic fanboys out there, and you probably know one, or you may be one. You know, I'm not dogging you. If you got that type of budget where it's so that you can, you know, spend that type of money for your authentic tube, and you can take pictures, throw it on the internet, and say, hey, I'm authentic, you know, go authentic, you know, F a clone, you know, whatever. What more power to you? You're the man. You know, you're the man. You are the man. Pat yourself on the back because you didn't spend, you know, $300 on a tube. You're the man. I can't tell you you're not the man. You're the man. Let me tell you, you're the man. But me, I'm a different type of man. I'm a man with responsibilities and a little bit of common sense. So, me personally, you know, I love the fact that, you know, we're trying to, you know, make businesses, but do it in a way that everybody can afford it. Like Apple. Apple's designed in America and made in China. This one's designed in America and made overseas somewhere, made in China. And that's so that the average consumer can buy it. Now, if you don't want to sell your stuff to the average consumer, keep doing what you're doing. If you want the Asians to clone your shit, keep doing what you're doing. Trust me. They're going to clone it to death. Now this right here, now if I were to see this cloned, I would be more likely to buy the authentic because authentic is affordable. It's affordable, and you know, like you guys say, we got to support the local mod makers. Hey, it's $65. Why not support the local mod maker? Now, if it's $265, I'm like, give me that $20 clone. Let me see how it works. Let me see what's innovative with it. And I'm sorry, I was drinking this and got the little belchies. Now, if I go spend that $20 and it looks exactly the same, and somebody like my man Twisted and got a real one and a real one and a clone one, and he put them side by side, it's taken apart, and he's looking at it, and it looks damn near the same. Guess what? I'm going to go buy that $20 example instead of that $280 example because shit, it looks the same, works the same, you hit the button, it fires. There's not that much difference in a clone and an authentic. I mean, if you say it is, it is. But in my opinion, it's not that much difference. It's not like $200 difference. And me, the way these things come out, like daily, what tubes I was using last year, I'm not using them anymore. I'm not. I'm just not. But without me rambling on, because I know that's what I'll do. I've been rambling on for 5 minutes and 37 seconds on this episode of it. Without rambling on, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Warren, for sending this to me. He didn't even send it to me for review. He just sent it to me just because they're a great group of guys. But he did tell me he sent it out to a lot of reviewers, a lot of his friends, just people in the community. They're active in the community. Like I said, they brought you the Doge, V1, V2, and a lot of other addies. And he's got a couple other tubes as well. I'm going to cut myself. But anyway, let me take a tote and say goodbye. And I'll tell you about my giveaway that let me take a tote. Man, it's getting a little dry. right, so I had a giveaway last week, and of course, I'm sure some of the people that won probably hit the subscribe button and then hit the unsubscribe button, so they don't know they won. So I said I would give them a week, and 2 people did not claim their items. Okay, so one of the items I've already promised to somebody. I told him, hey, look, just wait till Sunday and see, what hasn't been claimed, and I'll give you one of those. So he picked one thing. So what I have left is a brand spanking new, still sealed up in the box, Delta 2. So the wife wants to get involved. When you give away stuff, I want to be on it. And then, you guys have spoken. So she will be on the next video. The next video will be on this SX Mini. Please watch that. Please watch that, because you're going to get my review of it, and I'm not a fanboy. So you're not going to get this fanboy review. You're going to get a real consumer's review. So please, please, please watch that. And, I'll give away what I have left and probably a couple more things with that. Not just giving away one thing. So I'll give away maybe 2 or 3 other things. So please stay tuned and watch that. Thank you so much for watching. If you know somebody that's on the stinkies, whether it be a friend, more so if it's a family member, give them your old equipment. Explain to them how it works. Tighten up the airflow. Explain the battery safety. Tell them, hey, try this out for a week or so. If you don't like it, give it back, and I'll give it to somebody else. But at least try this out. Tell them, hey, it's got you from stop smoking. You don't stink anymore. Blah blah blah. You feel more healthier. Blah 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 blah. 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes. I wish somebody had done that to me when I was smoking, but 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes. Who doesn't want to stink? When you were smoking, a lot of you guys wanted to stop smoking. You tried the patch, the gum, like me, patch, gum, the pills that make you have nightmares and crazy thoughts. Yeah, I tried that too. So, until the next time, please pay it forward, and thank you so much for watching.